let's start our gentle warm-up dance in pose Iowa. Standing on one bent leg, the other toes on the floor, chest nice and lifted. Let's just put our arms right here and let's start with step, touch, stepping with this foot. Step, touch, step and touch, step and touch. Just getting warmed up, having fun. I want you to focus on not so much your technique as listening to the drum and me chattering and getting the feel of the move. We're not trying to get perfect technique here, just get in the groove. A little bit of a challenge here. We're going to do our arms. Here we go. I call these classic arms. Keeping both knees bent. Keeping both knees bent. Excellent. And let's turn with it. Now, if the arms are too hard, just keep them here. And how about if we do the same thing, but instead of twisting a leg out front, let's take it to the side. Step, push it, step, push it, step, push it, step, and push. Doom, doom, tack-a-tack, doom, tack-a-tack, doom, doom, tack-a-tack, staying with the rhythm and the beat. That's the magic of belly dance, is that we're trying to make it look like our bodies are playing the music. Let's go back here again to pose Iowa, and let's just do this with our shoulders. I call these shoulder thrusts. It's like a super slow motion shoulder shimmy. Balancing on one leg. Ooh. And in basic posture, give it a rest, right? Just 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doom, doom, tack-a-tack, doom, tack-a-tack. And let's take it to the other side. Get a little bit lower. Now, come back up. Back to basic posture. Both knees bent. Shall we take it back down to our hips? Let's take our arms down and sway it. And sway. And sway. Still keeping our knees bent. And pushing the hips out sideways, parallel to the floor. Keeping those knees bent, pushing and pushing. And see how much fun this is with the hands? They're kind of like snake arms down here, and I'm pulling it out further to make that move look bigger. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 beats, and 2 beats. Leave your hands here, and faster with the slide, side, 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 and side. And let's take it back up here again to chest circles, side, front, side, and back super slow. And snaky. There's a style of belly dance called tribal, and often they go really slow and snaky, like they're completely defying gravity. Checking in with the beat. Let's go that way. 1. Over here. Probably the most important thing about belly dancing, after having a good time, is staying with the beat of the music. 1, front, side, and back. Let's take our arms up here and go round, around, around, around. Now in these circles, I'm kind of going horizontally and lifting. This is a combination of a couple of different motions. And we learned to break down those motions in the classes so that we know if we just want to do a horizontal or if we want to bring it around. Let's go the other way. Nice chest circles. How are you doing? Are your knees still bent? Keep them nice and bent. Isolate this motion just to the upper body, around and around, around. Let's take it back down to hip drop, starting back here again in pose Iowa, knees bent, toes on the floor. Let's take our arms here and drop it, and drop it, and drop it, and drop it. Doom, doom, tack, attack, doom, tack, attack, doom, doom, tack, attack, doom, and faster. Doom, doom, tack, attack, doom, tack, attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Little change of posture gives it a little bit different look, right? And now let's take it front and back. Really working that standing leg, holding all the balance while we do all this fancy work with this hip. And we'll take it to the other side. Here we go. And drop, and drop, and drop, and drop, 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 drop. And now we'll take it a little faster. Drop, 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 drop. Moving the arms gives a different look. I'm saying, look down here. My hands are telling you, look down here. That's where the action is. And front and back. Shall we take it to arcing arms? Let's go here. And we'll do the Iowa on the other side. And let's take one arm up and down. And the other one up and down. Up, down, up, and down. Now look at this one. How about if we do this? Kind of snake arms over here. Oh my goodness, are you getting like a serious core workout right now? Holding balance, keeping twisted, moving arms, and trying to look like it's no work at all. Let's take it to the other side. So in the beginning, when you're just learning techniques and moves, my recommendation is keep your moves very simple. Just learn 1 or 2 moves very well and just play with those moves to just like rhythm melody like Bob's playing. And we see how many ways we can just play with one move. Okay, now let's take it over here into back to basic posture, and then we're going to circle. Little exercise in coordination here, and I'm bending my knees lower and coming back up. And now we're just going to bring shoulder rolls and snake arms, combining 2 motions. And you know it, this is what we learn to break down in the classes very, very slowly. 1 motion at a time. That's how you learn to layer your motions. Do 1 motion and then layer it on the other. And the thread holding them together is the beat. Of course, we have to learn how to hear that beat within rhythm melody. Now I'm kind of doing a sideways figure of 8 with the upper body. How's that feeling? Pretty good? And now how about if we do a figure of 8 with the hips? And to the back, to the back, to the back. Super challenge. I love this move. Snake arms and hip figure of 8s. remember, we're just getting the feel. If you're sort of like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm doing it right, just get the feel of it, because it's kind of flowy and slow. But how about if we now do these just horizontal hip shimmies, but we're doing them super slow. Just twist and twist and twist and twist, twist and twist, twist and twist, twist and twist. Now I'm going to balance on one foot and turn sideways. What do you think of that? Give that a shot. Let's do it again. And turn. And I'm just lifting one foot and then turning on the ball of the other foot. Turn it. Lifting and turning. Again, now that's combining a lot of different techniques. We're twisting, we're lifting, we're staying balanced, and we're doing it in time with the music. But I think we could probably go faster, because are we getting ready to, like, okay, if we do this too much more, we'll be too exhausted to do the full lesson. So let's see if we can speed it up. Horizontal hip shimmy, trying to keep all of that to the lower half. Working that core, working. Lowering. Trying to keep the arms steady. Now shoulders. Same motion as our shoulder thrusts. Coming out from the middle, from your heart, turning. Let's turn the other way. Let's do a chest circle with the shimmy. Oh my goodness. And the other way. And how about vertical, up on toes? Many of us call it a choo-choo shimmy. Stamping. Should we wrap it up? Please, Bob. We have to save some energy. Little hip circles. Switching to hip drops. Lowering. Just shaking to, uh-oh, listen, there's that bass. Remember that one? Treble. Aywa Habibi! In this class, we're going to build on what we learned in both level 1 and level 2, and we're going to learn to get even faster with our motions in time with the beat and the rhythm, because we're trying to make our bodies look like they're actually playing the drum. No offense, Bob. We'll begin the class with our gentle warm-up dance, of course, and then we'll go through our technique focusing on directions X, Y, and Z, not slide, because that's not a direction that we generally go this fast with. And of course, we'll end the class with stretches, and I'm going to show you some of the key things that I do to release really tight muscles. So, Yalla Habibi, let's get started. Our first exercise is with direction X. In our level 1 and level 2 classes, we learned that to do the full class, click on the link in the description or go to school.jensuya.com and enroll for detailed technique instruction, relevant practice, and key stretches, all with lifetime access to this beginner belly dance class.